Michael Burnham has finally taken the center seat as captain of the USS Discovery in Season 4 of Paramount Plus's flagship series. The Sonequa Martin Green character's ascension to captain was teased at the end of last season, and indeed as far back as the opening moments of the series premiere in 2017. But even though Burnham is now running the disco, she's still finding herself chafing against authority as the new season kicks off, even as the Federation is confronted by a mysterious new threat. To illustrate the core conflict at the heart of Burnham as captain, the show's writers have invoked the classic Kobayashi Maru test that Starfleet Academy cadets take and which forces them to confront a no-win scenario. Captain Kirk famously beat the test through some distinctly Kirkian methods.
He cheated.
I changed the conditions of the test.
But like that famed leader, Burnham has trouble dealing with the concept of the needs of the many outweighing the needs of the few. This, it seems, will be a theme for the character this season. How many times can she risk it all in the hopes of pulling out a win from death's door? Things kick off in this episode with a sort of first contact mission for Burnham and David Ajala's book, as the pair attempt to deliver a shipment of dilithium to a planet of butterfly people. Yes, butterfly people. These guys actually amass glowing butterflies around them to form wings and fly. This is all part of the Federation's attempt to rebuild itself in the aftermath of the previous season's events. Of course, the mission doesn't go so great for Burnham and Book at first, and the result is a scene that reminds us once again that the scope and design of Star Trek Discovery remains truly expansive. The days of fake-looking cave sets on Star Trek are long gone, with alien landscapes like this one now the norm, allowing Burnham and Book to run through weird forests, jump off cliffs amid huge floating chunks of granite, and just generally visit strange new worlds. It's also nice to see the Discovery on a more traditional Star Trek-style mission for a change, and the chemistry between Martin Green and Ajala has been a highlight of the show since the latter actor joined the cast last year. Doug Jones's Saru also gets a lot to chew on in this episode. It starts with him making an almost Spockian entrance a la Star Trek the Motion Picture, as he is now living back on his homeworld and struggling with whether or not to return to his friends in space. Here, the question of what is truly home is raised. Is it your town, your country, your planet, your galaxy, or something else? And it applies not just to Saru's situation, but to the bigger question of whether or not the Federation can survive in the far less utopian 32nd century. And hey, this is Star Trek, so of course it's a question that also applies to us in the 21st century. There's also a lot here for longtime fans of Trek, from the new uniforms of the Discovery crew, which kind of feel like they're gonna take some getting used to new and interesting variations on classic aliens, and even some iconic Trek name-dropping. The bigger mystery of the season, which has already been heavily promoted in trailers and interviews, begins to emerge in this episode as the crew are called upon to save an out-of-control space station being affected by a spatial anomaly, but which also poses a grave danger to the bigger galaxy. Mary Wiseman's Tilly and Blue Del Barrio's Adira are rewarded with a few nice moments as a result of this plot, but the main conflict of the hour is between Captain Burnham and the new Federation President R'eloch. It looks like the Prez will be a recurring character this season, and the uneasy relationship between the two that's established here should fuel some fun confrontations in the weeks to come. Star Trek Discovery Season 4 kicks off with a new captain, a new look for the characters, and a new threat to the galaxy. Will this threat prove to be anything more than just a technobabble riddle? It's hard to say right now, but hopefully the show avoids the pitfalls of last season's central mystery in that regard. For now though, Discovery offers up an episode that meets the high visual bar the show has set in previous years, while also lining up some new character dynamics that should prove fruitful moving forward. The question now will be how well it balances its season-long mystery with its weekly adventures. For more on Star Trek Discovery, be sure to check out the cast discussing their favorite moments from the show so far. And don't forget to like and subscribe to IGN wherever you watch.